Bawku Peace Roadmap, 8th January 2026. Niababe to Joanna say, yes, say lawyers are mujina mudima Bawku Heni Bawku aye friend Alhaji Seidu Abagre on the Mamprusi side. As you NIB any interior ministry. Adenya womu say they don't know the whereabouts of the chief and they can't have access to him at the same time. Mobekai say asante hini utumfuo ose tutu eye mediation ewo Manshia Palace owieye ena otam eye mediation report no ene babe PM wo enkran Jubilee House. A presented President John Dramani Mahama say, Your Excellency, my we adjumano, they say the Akawa family. Intina as I say, the president himself, eye ni obeti ma ye bia make sure say peace aboboko. Enti omuye hihye yi sika botene bia omudi be develop boku kuro no e ma asumbi bae at the end of the day no interior ministry share say Alhaji Seidu Abagre a oye Mamprusi for hini on the other side in Bawku yebe yina afri ho e de akwa piemu e won na lerugu. That is the news that we heard from Interior Ministry. Now from then enti hunkabi yen down sorry say lawyers for eye Seidu Abagre Martin Kwebu edi motintimai eba abontia betre say they don't know his whereabouts and at the same time they can't have access to him. To massive NIB Interior Ministry said they should produce Mr. Alhaji Seidu Abagre for them. Now Martin Kwebu kasa and then Odinsembebre etuga as lawyer for the chief. I would just say in fact I don't know mudi ayeno ayene ya pa aye Seidu Abagre ya ye pa. He is bitter and at the same time he is very sad. Any quincy sad the see. So as you can see, lawyers for removed Bawku chief Alhaji Seidu Abagre sue NIB and Interior Ministry demanding disclosure of his whereabouts and access. This is what Martin Kwebu said in court today.
Yeah, he's very bitter and very sad about the situation because this is first son Baba Seidu Abdullah, right? He's the only one who has been given access. Look, let's start this with the protocols, right? No, I don't want to go to the merits, but I want to deal with just the, well, not just, let's deal with the human being. Okay, he's human. He has a family. So, and not just an ordinary family. We all know who sent him there. So, if you pick such a person, what I'm saying is that our protocols would demand that, number one, at least you send a delegation, a message to the Nairi that, oh, this man, I'm using man because I don't want to go into the merits. You put him Bawku. We have taken him. He is here. As we speak today, the Nairi, the overlord of the Mamprusi kingdom, he's not being informed where this is Seidu Abagre is. He's not being informed. And that one, you don't need a lawyer. That's the thing that beats my mind. That as a nation, we govern in such a disorderly manner. And I mentioned it. I'm not happy that the Minister of Interior hasn't reached out to him. You have to reach out to him that, oh, Chief, listen, despite everything, we've taken your son. We've kept him at this and this location. Anytime you need him, you can come. That has not been done. I think that shows a lot of disrespect. It's not good. We can't do that. We can't do that.
Now, we moved, or he was supposed to leave Bawku or stay there. Now, what you're telling us is that he's with the National Intelligence Bureau.
Yeah.
Is it in furtherance of that report, or there's a criminal case that he's facing?
Say that again. So I have not been told. Okay, I've been his lawyer in times past. At least this is about the third or fourth case I'm doing for him. So as part of the protocols, even I would have said, okay, you said to see which lawyer have you dealt with in the past. Can we call him in? I have not been contacted. I expect that the state is the state that took him. So look for his lawyers. Or like I said, even if that is too much, at least basic, look for the Nairi. Look for the Nairi and inform him that, look, your son is here. If you need him. But what they did was to just look for his biological son. But Seidu Abagre doesn't belong to his biological son. Customarily, his biological, that is his son. He doesn't control him. Ask for those who have authority over him, his uncles, etc. So that's how you go to the NIB. So there are protocols. Or simply, if you had looked for his lawyers, and I not just look, I have said it previously, I sought to contact authorities. So I contacted Muntaka, Minister for Interior. He said he didn't see it early. By the time he came back, it was about 4 or 5 days earlier. Later, after we had come on air and complained that we felt his rights were being abused. And then after, I was being told to come through protocols, right to rights, etc. before I would see him. But that doesn't even solve it. Even if I wrote a letter, it doesn't solve the detention. The key thing we need now is that he be freed, because he's not been told of any, as far as I get second-hand information from Baba, he's not been told about any crime he's committed. And even if he had committed a crime, let's be very clear. You see, the Constitution is clear that if you arrest a person on grounds that he's committed an offense, right, within 48 hours, let's be very clear, within 48 hours, take that person to court, so that the person too can apply for bail. Let's be very clear. Table number 4, verse Attorney General number 4. Take the person to court. It's the judge who will then listen to the state, whether NIB, police, national security, or which other institution, and then listen to the suspect or the accused and his lawyers. Then the judge will make a determination. So let's be very clear. The fact, I'm not saying this particular case. So in law, even if Touchwood, Hansen, I was to pull a gun and shoot you to death, it doesn't mean because everybody here is on camera, you first seen people shooting Hansen, it means that you can just throw him into custody for any long. The law is that within 48 hours, take people to court, and then I will, through my lawyers, have something to say to apply for bail. Then we'll see where, don't take that for granted. Let's not think that, oh, but the evidence is clear. Hey, the evidence will not always be clear. There are reasons why we didn't start today. Even previously in the 1969 Constitution, it was 24 hours. In 1969, if you read the 69 Constitution, if you arrested a person, you had to bring him to court within 24 hours. Today in Nigeria that we pride ourselves that we are better than them, they still have 24 hours. And we took ours back to 48. And now even 48 hours, we are breaching it. So let's fight for that. It doesn't matter. Even if you saw the crime with your own eyes, the law is that don't keep the person beyond 48 hours. Take the person to court. Let the judge listen to the two sides. The judge is supposed to be the impartial arbiter. Even though sometimes you may say, oh, once you see the gun, that one, over 90%, the person will not get bail within 48. Yes, but you go. The moment we want to use our own minds and say, oh, this one, they're lie, he won't get bail, so we'll not take it. It's wrong. Let the judge say so. Don't decide for the judge. That's what we are fighting for. If we don't protect Article 14, Clause 3, that's the way they will continue breaching it, and then it will come against us. You saw how eventually I was arrested. If years ago I hadn't come to court, several cases, you hear Martin People number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. I'm sure the day the OSP arrested me, I probably would have been kept there far longer. So you also have a duty to push to make our society better.
So this is Martin Pebu talking today. So Usha, you see, court against hearing of Alhaji Abagri's detention application over Bawku conflict to 12 January. And see, and their court and the assembly were more journey case in the court to 12 January. And they if 9, 10, 11, 12. And 4 days time no, when we sign aqua piemu. Ewo eye court we eye Martin Pebu onna eye lawyer ogigina mu edema eye Alhaji Saidu Abagri all this no eye eniama bi a ye de hwehwe peace amana ba Bawku any ye nuanom Mamprusi ne kusasefo ntem. It is peace that we are looking for. We are not looking for who is the best or who is stronger. We are looking for peace. At the end of the day, we say, Asumbi back Bawku ne important man. And one Ghana Nibia ehwe Bawku ne important. So far so good, no. That is the update on this issue. We'll take the sign ewo asemi hu. Obetima aye den. Achira wadwini ewo eye comment section. Yakubu said, this is clear case of injustice against the chief, but God shall vindicate him. And Prince said, where is the law? Keeping someone for more than 48 hours without telling the person his or her crime is very shameful. What is your take?